What's going on, guys? What's going on, Tech Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, Deshaun Watson went down with a Achilles injury against the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm going to say this. With the Browns being 1-6, our season is definitely over. Our season is over. It's hard for me to say that as a Browns fan, that our season is over. And it's sad for me to say that because the Browns had big hope. And with Deshaun Watson going down, yeah, Deshaun Watson did not have a okay season. I still had faith in Deshaun Watson. I still had faith in Deshaun Watson that he was going to be a good starting quarterback, even though the Browns have have paid him 200 and something million dollars, $230 million. He does have 2 more years coming up on his contract. But I do hope that Deshaun Watson comes back 100% better. I do hope that Deshaun Watson comes back 100% better from his Achilles injury because this reminds me of the Kevin Durant injury. This reminds me of when Kevin Durant went down in the NBA Finals against the Raptors. And Kevin Durant did try to play through it. Now, will Deshaun Watson play through it? I do not know. I do not know. I do not know if Deshaun Watson can play through this type of injury because, like I said, it's an Achilles injury, and you don't like to see a put your favorite player or your favorite team have a player go down. And I think when you look at it, we seen Tua go down, and Deshaun Watson had to be carted off of the field. Deshaun Watson really had to be carted off of the football field against the Bengals. And that's not a good sign to see. I heard some Browns fans were booing Deshaun Watson for how he was playing. And I'm just going to say this. Myles Garrett spoke out about it. Jamison spoke about it. Um, Jamison spoke about it. I'm just going to say this. You should not boo your your team or your starting quarterback. You should not boo your favorite player or your team. It's okay to boo the opposite team, but booing somebody that that I know Deshaun hasn't played well, but hasn't been playing well this season. He came back from it. He was coming back from an injury that he had past season, that he had in the past season, that he had in the past season. Maybe I'm just going to say this: Deshaun Watson's got 2 more years on his contract, and I know some Browns fans are looking at Deshaun Watson like, why aren't we getting the Deshaun Watson from Houston? The thing is, is you were dealing with an injury, like Deshaun Watson was, because the Browns are dealing with a lot of injuries going into this game. Like, we don't know who's going to start. We don't know who's going to start the next game. We don't know if it's going to be Doris Robinson. We don't know if it's going to be Jameis yet. Like, if it's either Jameis or Robinson or DTR starting the next game for since Deshaun Watson is out, I would say this. That would be a good thing because we saw um, DTR come in. We saw DTR come in when Deshaun Watson went out, and we saw the Nick Chubb touchdown. We saw the Nick Chubb touchdown. That we saw the Nick Chubb touchdown. That was a good play by the Browns offense and by DTR for that touchdown. I think if you want it, I would say that the Browns might have to play Jameis and DTR at the same time, and probably not at the same time, probably in 2 quarters. Because I don't know who the Browns will start at this point. Because with Deshaun Watson out, I hope he comes back 100% better. We don't know. We don't know. Like, it could be like he has 2 years left on his contract. I think with Deshaun Watson being out, it was scary to see him go down. And it was sad to see him go down and be carried off the cart because, like, we saw Tua have to be carried off the cart against the Bengals. We saw Tua have to be carried off the cart against the Bengals and how Tua came back 100%. We saw Hammond, who plays for the Bengals. We saw Hammond, who plays for the Bengals. We saw Hammond, who plays for the Bills, have to get carried off the court. He came back 100% better. I just hope Deshaun Watson comes back 100% better and plays better next season because I feel like there's sometimes I'm going to keep it real with you. There's sometimes there's some fans that are just bandwagoners, that are just bandwagoners. If you're not a real fan and you've seen what your team been through over the years, and you've seen what your team been through over the years, and you've seen what your favorite team been through over the years, and you're just a bandwagoner fan just because that team is doing good or because this team is not doing that good, that shows you're a bandwagon fan. That shows that you're not a true friend, a true fan of that team. That shows that you're a bandwagoner fan who just cheers for whatever team that is winning, for any team that is winning. And this is coming from a true Browns fan point. Is that there's some fans out there that are just bad, that are just fan fans that switch teams a lot if they win or lose. There's a lot of fans that switch teams that if they win or lose, they switch teams. There's a lot of fans out there that aren't true fans of that team, are not true fans of that team, or are just bandwagoner fans of that team and then switch it up just because your favorite team isn't winning or losing. That's not a true fan. And I'm thinking facts to that. But I am going to say this. I am going to say this. if you're a true fan of a NFL team, or if you're like a true fan that grew up watching that NFL team and or that basketball team or any team in general, you have to be a true fan to that fan base. And I think and I think some of the Browns fan base should not boo the Browns. It's okay to boo the other team. I'm fine with with us booing the other teams. I'm fine with us booing the other teams, but booing our own team just because we have a 1-6 record right now isn't right. Isn't right because that just shown that shows a fan that shows there's some there's some like there's some fan some fans that, and yes, the Browns lost this game 21-14. Yes, the Browns lost this game 21-14. At least we put up 14 points because yes, we lost to the Eagles, to the Commanders, to the Bengals now, and to the Cowboys. Like, we lost to teams. Like, we should have not booed the team or booed Deshaun, because I agree with Miles Garrett. I agree with Jameis. I agree with Denzel Ward, who spoke out about Browns fan base booing the team. It isn't right. It isn't right for you to boo your favorite team. It just isn't right. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.